Have you ever noticed something strange about K-pop? On one hand, idols are loved by millions. They're praised, admired, even worshipped. But on the other hand, the same idols can also become the center of intense criticism, hate, and controversy. And sometimes it happens almost overnight. One moment they're everyone's favorite. The next moment, they're trending for all the wrong reasons. So what actually causes that? Is it their looks, their behavior, a misunderstanding, or something much deeper within the industry and fan culture itself? Well, today we're diving into a topic that's both controversial and eye-opening. In this video, we're going to explore the top 10 most controversial K-pop idols and why they were so hated by fans. But here's the thing, this isn't about spreading hate. It's about understanding what really happened behind the headlines. Because in many cases, the truth is more complicated than it seems. Some were judged too quickly. Some were misunderstood. And some faced pressure that most of us could never imagine. So make sure you stay until the end, because some of these stories might completely change the way you see K-pop idols. All right, let's get into it. Number 10, Tsuyu Twice. Let's start with a case that shocked not just fans, but an entire region. Tsuyu, a member of Twice, once found herself at the center of a massive controversy simply for holding a flag. Yes, a flag. During a variety show appearance, she held the flag of Taiwan, something that for many people wouldn't seem controversial at all. But the reaction, it was immediate and intense. She was accused of making a political statement, and the backlash was so strong that it escalated into a major issue involving both fans and media. At the time, Tsuyu was still very young. And what made this situation even more heartbreaking was the response she had to publicly apologize in a video that many people felt was far too serious for someone her age. The incident sparked global discussions about politics, identity, and the immense pressure idols face. Looking back now, many fans believe she was treated unfairly. And honestly, it's hard not to feel that way. Number 9, Jennie Blackpink. Next up, we have Jennie. Now, this one is interesting because Jennie is one of the most popular idols in the world, but she has also faced a surprising amount of criticism. The main issue, the so-called lazy dancing controversy. Some fans noticed moments during performances where Jennie appeared less energetic compared to her group members, and that was enough to trigger a wave of backlash. People started questioning her professionalism, her attitude, and even her dedication. But here's the thing, being an idol is physically exhausting. Constant rehearsals, injuries, tight schedules, it takes a toll. And later on, it was revealed that Jennie had been dealing with health issues during that time, which changes everything. What looked like lack of effort might have actually been someone pushing through pain. And that's a reminder that we don't always see the full picture. Number 8, Sully FX. This one is much more serious. Sully was one of the most talked about idols, not just for her talent, but for her personality and the way she chose to live her life. She didn't follow the typical idol image. She spoke openly. She expressed herself freely. She challenged expectations. And for that, she received an overwhelming amount of hate. People criticized her for things as simple as her fashion choices, her social media posts, or even the way she smiled. It became relentless. And sadly, it highlighted a darker side of the industry. The pressure to be perfect, the fear of stepping outside the norm, and the consequences of being different. Sully's story is one that many people still reflect on today, And it serves as a powerful reminder of how harmful online hate can be. Number 7. Huasa Mamamoo. At number 7, we have Huasa. Now, Huasa is known for her confidence, her bold image, and her refusal to fit into traditional beauty standards. But that didn't come without consequences. Early in her career, Huasa was heavily criticized for her appearance. People said she didn't match the typical idol look. They compared her to others. They questioned her place in the industry. But instead of changing herself, she leaned into who she was. And over time, that confidence became her biggest strength. Today, Huasa is celebrated for breaking stereotypes and redefining beauty in K-pop. But the journey to get there, it wasn't easy. Number 6. Irene Red Velvet. Coming in at number 6, we have Irene. Irene has long been known for her visuals and her status as one of the top beauty icons in K-pop. But in 2020, her image took a major hit. A stylist publicly accused her of rude behavior during a behind-the-scenes interaction. The story quickly spread and the reaction was intense. Fans were shocked. Criticism poured in. And suddenly, Irene's reputation was under serious scrutiny. To her credit, she addressed the situation and apologized. But the incident left a lasting impact on how people viewed her. It's a reminder that even a single moment, whether fully understood or not, can have huge consequences in the public eye. Number 5. Yeri Red Velvet. At number 5, we have Yeri. Now this one might surprise some people. Yeri faced criticism from the very beginning when she was added to Red Velvet after the group had already debuted. Some fans felt that the group was already complete. Others questioned her role. And unfortunately, that led to a wave of negativity directed at her. She was judged unfairly, often compared to older members, and criticized for things that weren't even within her control. But over time, Yeri proved herself. She grew as an artist, gained confidence, and earned the support of many fans. Still, those early days were far from easy. Number 4. Wonyoung Ivie. At number 4, we have Wonyoung. Now, this one is a bit different because Wonyoung didn't just face one controversy. She faced constant criticism. From the moment she debuted, she was already under a microscope. People commented on everything: her expressions, her stage presence, even the way she ate or moved. And honestly, it became overwhelming. Some accused her of trying too hard to be perfect. Others said she was too polished or not genuine. But here's the reality. Wonyoung debuted at a very young age. She grew up in front of cameras. And like many idols, she had to maintain a certain image at all times. What some people saw as fake might have simply been professionalism. And over time, many fans started to defend her, realizing just how unfair the criticism was. Number 3, Hyun. Coming in at number 3, we have Hyun. Now, Hyun-A has always been known for her bold and unapologetic image. But one of the biggest controversies in her career came from her relationship. When her relationship with fellow idol Dawn was revealed, it caused a huge reaction. In many industries, dating wouldn't be a big deal, but in K-pop, it's different. Fans often expect idols to maintain a certain single image, and when that illusion breaks, the backlash can be intense. Hyun-A chose honesty. She confirmed the relationship openly instead of denying it. And while many people respected her for that, she also faced criticism and even consequences in her career. But in the end, she stayed true to herself. And that's something not every idol can do. Number 2, G-Dragon. Big Bang. At number 2, we have G-Dragon. Now, G-Dragon isn't just an idol, he's a legend. But even legends aren't immune to controversy. Throughout his career, he has faced multiple issues from accusations of cultural appropriation to other public controversies. And each time the reaction was massive, because when you're at that level of fame, every action is magnified, every mistake is amplified. But what's interesting about G-Dragon is how he continues to remain influential despite everything. He's a reminder that controversy doesn't always define a career, but it can shape it. Number 1, Sully FX. And now we've reached number 1. This is not just the most controversial case on this list. It's also one of the most heartbreaking. Sully. Yes, she was already mentioned earlier, but her impact is so significant that she deserves this spot. Because Sully's story goes beyond controversy. It's about how an entire system and public perception can affect a person. She faced constant criticism for speaking openly, living freely, not fitting into the perfect idol mold. And the hate she received, it didn't stop. Even when she tried to ignore it, it was always there. Her story sparked global conversations about mental health, online bullying, and the responsibilities of fans and media. And even today, people still reflect on what happened and what could have been done differently. Final thoughts. So there you have it. The top 10 most controversial K-pop idols and why they were so hated by fans. But if there's one thing this list shows, it's that controversy isn't always black and white. Sometimes it comes from misunderstandings, sometimes from unrealistic expectations, and sometimes from a system that puts too much pressure on individuals. K-pop idols are talented, hardworking, and dedicated. But at the end of the day, they're still human. They make mistakes. They grow. They learn. And maybe, instead of judging too quickly, we should try to understand the full story.